Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last episode, we kind of got ourselves into a pickle by locking ourselves into the lighthouse because of a nuclear threat option. And unfortunately, the Marauders and Cassius's dad, I'm saying that like I know for sure he's his dad. I don't, but I think it is. They were able to get inside, but Talbot got into the machine and now he's all super soldiered up. And you guys told me that it wasn't leaking or anything. I guess it was a callback to who he is in the comics. But okay, so is Talbot on the table as someone that is potentially the destroyer of worlds? Is it still just Daisy? But he came through in a big bad way. And Daisy, who was not there to help us, but she is on her own little mission trying to save Phil. And she got the Deathlock program centipede stuff to use for him, but there was an ingredient that was missing, and it's in her mother's grave. Her mother had like some pretty sick healing abilities. So just to, see her name again, and for Daisy to have to do that, it's got to be pretty surreal for her, but it's not something that she's not willing to do because it will potentially cure Coulson. So she did what she did, and hopefully she can get back to us and we can kind of reconvene. And, we're only got 3 episodes left, so I feel like we're finally going to get some answers slowly but surely. I'm sure it's all just the floodgates are going to open in the finale, but we'll see what we're going to set up here with these final couple. So this episode is called The One Who Will Save Us All. You would think that's supposed to be Phil, even though us saving him is what apparently causes all this. You got the 2 future vantage points of in the future Yo-Yo and Robin. So, how are those both things true if they are in fact true? I don't know, but yeah, let's get into it.
Glenn?
Jenna. Almost in.
With his previous brain injury, I fear that Talbot will almost certainly suffer a major psychotic break.
No!
We need to find them.
Damn it. No, the odium.
No! We need it alive. This thing
do?
is our only chance to find out what Coulson and Talbot are up against.
We're gonna show who's in charge.
I feel like we're seeing this adventure a little differently. Gravitonium? Why?
Because I'm our last hope.
But what about the voices?
Oh, he really
Dead losers
believes
risen
in
rugged.
himself.
Said all they needed was a general to get him in line.
Wish I found that more reassuring.
Oh, they're in him too. He's just handling it.
It takes most people years to get a handle on their powers. We're here to negotiate a deal for Earth.
The Confederacy already has a deal with Hydra.
Thing is,
don't
Hydra
speak
doesn't
for us.
really speak for all of humanity. Or any of it.
Hydra spent years kneeling before me.
You see, this is my ship.
Easy, buddy.
He's really feeling
Your
himself.
impudent tone is only
I said this is my ship!
Yikes!
That's better. You. Kneel.
Neil?
I'm not sure that's the best negotiating tactic.
I said kneel!
Oh, he's hopped
Before
up
me.
on power. Let's not overplay our hand.
Mac.
They're waiting for me.
Mac, don't do this.
Any idea why this one is more rabid than the rest?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
has something to do with this. You are not worthy of owning the odium.
Of course it would have a dumb name.
What the hell's that stuff do?
The odium gives the power of the gods to those in final battle.
First of all, there's only one guy.
It is glory. It is the spirit of blood. The taste of your enemy's pain.
Death.
Any way to know how it works? Not without opening him up.
Get to it.
I'll get right to it.
Well, not bad for a day's work.
I'm impressed, Though the kneeling may have been a little over the top.
We'll see.
Do not contradict me, Phil.
Oh,
This is
no.
war. Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I don't know if we are.
Maybe now's the time to talk big picture.
I'm gonna save the world.
Oh, God.
I sold out your team.
Yeah.
You sold
That
out
was the only option I had.
the planet.
Seems there's been a development with your Destroyer of Worlds project. Turns out it's a go.
Daisy Johnson went into the machine.
Actually, it was someone a little more out of the box. If it's gravitonium your friends want, there he is.
He's full of it.
Outright disaster.
We're just gonna give him up, though?
It could take hours to rewire this antiquated system, and by then, who knows what cosmos the Morass will have escaped to.
Way to go,
Fixing old
T.
electronics was kind of my thing back in the day. In the future.
And what are you doing? What? It's a thing. It's a thing that people do to celebrate. Not cool people.
Not cool people?
Come on, man. You're better than that.
Oh, no!
What's in the bag?
That's...
What's
Oh.
wrong with you?
Oh, shit! Can we stop this? Yeah, knock it off.
Done?
Get them, May. Collect them.
Satellite just picked up an object outside of Earth's atmosphere.
Diplomacy is key.
Maybe I should come along, help navigate any choppy waters.
Best not to rock the boat. These snowflakes seem awfully...
You're looking like a villain, my guy.
I'll just take the alien.
Okay,
The
but remember,
thickest goatee I've ever
lightly.
seen.
Try and get a feel for the room.
I already told you I can fix this.
Y'all better be cool. This better go well. Is he gonna... Are they gonna just... What are they gonna do with him? It's all inside of him.
It's like the universe keeps reminding me that I should never have come back from the future. Also, some creep put a bunch of lemons on my bed. Some weird sort of...
There's so many lemons.
Everyone who gets close to me ends up dying.
Me too.
It's kind of true.
That's why I feel like we have so much in common.
Mom.
No, I know. And
Lincoln.
It sounds like you were really in love with this guy.
I don't know. They were all right.
Kinda still am.
Really?
Fitzsimmons are my grandparents.
I forget that not everyone knows.
Wait, what?
I know.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
There is simply no place for a human amongst us.
Your mistake is thinking I'm still human.
He's something else. Gravitonium man. You gonna take him out? Oh, you're gonna take him in? You can't be
Looks like there's a
representing
spot
us
for me
like
here
this.
after all. I just wanted to apologize for locking you up before.
Well, that's one
It
apology.
wasn't my idea. I actually had.
You went along with it.
There are lots of instances in history where it was necessary to sacrifice the few in order to save the lives of many.
You need to look inside yourself and figure out what kind of man you want to be.
Mac, oh my god. I can't. Hold
Have you
on.
been?
This is a trolley problem. There is no right answer. Like Melinda said. You gotta make them and you gotta live with them. But Mac is like on his like self-righteous bullshit.
This room or Earth ingested a substance that
It is
stimulated every single
far
cell in its
too
And what, it's... the heart exploded?
reductive to be
Well,
like,
the
oh, well,
cause-
just be a good person.
Wait,
This feels like we may be crossing a line.
then we cross it. Are you just willing
Join
to
the
let
club.
Christian die?
It's not that simple. There are moral implications.
This isn't a morality debate, just a question. Are you willing to let Coulson die, yes or no? This is your top priority.
Top priority. God, we are a mess.
I am the firstborn Tarian, master of the House Cassius.
Cassius certainly has a ring.
The way you
Cassius.
handled yourself.
Oh no,
today
wait, is this his dad?
quite admirable. The Confederacy never intended to honor this agreement. Nor could
Duh.
it, even if it so desired. It was merely a deception to extort the resources from your planet before time ran out.
Duh.
Which now it has.
What are you saying?
Thanos and his forces have begun an assault on your world even as we speak.
Oh shit, yeah, y'all said Infinity War. Someone's gonna bleep out of existence?
Thanos' strength is unrivaled. You will lose, even
We
with
do
your
lose
powerful
temporarily.
friends fighting alongside you.
The Earth is under attack by an alien named Thanos.
What about the Confederacy?
This is
Maybe
wild.
they help us.
More bark than bite. I'm afraid we're on our own, General.
We have to get back.
And do what exactly?
Make me invincible.
Excuse
I'm
me.
sorry.
I struck up a conversation with this guy from the Confederacy. I can be the S.H.I.E.L.D.
The S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't see you in Infinity
No, you don't get
War.
to call
This ain't
time
gonna
out,
work.
Phil. Our very way of life is under threat.
Which we will find a way to defeat. But gravitonium? It's too dangerous. You could lose control.
I've never been
He
more
already
in
has.
control. How many times have we worked together, only for me later to find out you weren't being above board?
Do you trust this Confederacy member who told you about the gravitonium?
Yeah,
No.
real straight shooter.
Oh yeah, because he gassed you up.
Said he has 2 sons of his own.
Did you say Cassius?
Yeah,
You're
Cassius
being played.
played
Trust him.
big time.
You, Phil? You're either with me or against me.
We're against you.
Obviously, I'm with you.
No.
You really think this is a good idea?
Who the fuck knows?
What I think is the less we talk about it, the better.
Are we gonna have to launch Talbot into the sun? Oh no.
Sensors indicate an unseen object has breached our hull. How's that possible?
Cloaking. I should have known better.
We saved your ass.
Quake,
Oh.
Coulson dies.
What are you doing?
S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't welcome here.
I trust her. It's best if you comply.
Oh,
Compliance will be rewarded,
still in there.
and so will your betrayal.
Whatever.
They're prisoners of war. Treat them accordingly.
It didn't have to be like this.
Really
We're
did.
always the enemy, Phil.
It's no longer a hidden blue gem.
Can you fuck off? Your whole fucking family.
And yet it still has gifts to give.
You have Daisy? Oh no. What the fuck? What a fucking nightmare. This is this is disaster upon disaster of our own fucking making. Going to the future did not help at all. It's making it all happen. Team invincibility got that fucking machine working, and now here we are with Talbot hopped up like he's some fucking god with a savior complex like you wouldn't believe. Oh my god. And now he's just turned. Turn. Fuck. I hate it. I was gonna mention before I started the episode that you had said the all the hubbaloo going on in New York is because Infinity War's happening or close to happening, and talking about Thanos here. Like, I didn't realize that the show was airing while that was going on. So is this season gonna end with someone or someone's getting snapped? Oh god. How is this all happening? And there's also another like threat of Thanos. Like at the same time, we're in the middle of an existential threat of our own that the Avengers don't even fucking know about. It's so much. Jesus. Look, you guys know I fucking love Mac. I do. I love him. But he's making me mad about how this isn't us. You know, there's only one God and you just do the right thing, and it's just so simple. It's so not fucking simple. Like, sometimes a bad choice has to be made, and that actually is pretty brave. Like, I know we've talked a lot about like what Fitz did. And, you know, I think his methods were the real issue. I think what he allowed himself to become was something that does need to be explored more. But the decision on its head is it may deem to be necessary. I mean, Fitz definitely made that calculation, and I don't begrudge him that fact. Just as I don't begrudge Yo-Yo and think that she just 100% did the wrong thing. Like, Mac is acting like that. He's acting like Ruby was an innocent. She was young, but she also made choices, and she was a legitimate threat. You see what fucking Talbot is now? She was even worse. So yes, Yo-Yo had, she herself, she has, stuff that makes it a little murky in the way that, it seems like revenge was a part of the factor, but she really thought she was saving the world. And sometimes when you save the world, there is collateral damage, and that is something that you do have to live with, but it's not necessarily evil. And it's so easy to get up on your high horse and say, well, I would have never. Well, somebody's got to. I hope they don't finish out this season with them being like, oh, Mac, you were so right about all of this. That is so easy. And it's really annoying, actually. So I don't love this version of Mac, and I would like them to tone that shit down. But they are trying to kind of put everybody in their own corners, and everyone feels like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and no one's on the same page, and seeing Yo-Yo and Daisy go at it sucks. I hate that. So I don't care that Hell died. I know they were trying to make her sympathetic about her feeling bad about what happened to her daughter, and whatever. You're right. You put her in that position. You became the thing that you were trying to fight against, and, whatever. Lay in your bed. But Talbot is out of control. And I don't love that he's being besties with Kasai's dad, who is not the guy we had been dealing with. We finally met I thought Kasai's was his first name. I guess it's his last name. But, I don't need a group of people that are from the warrior clan deciding everything for us. So that sucks. And surprise, surprise, they were never going to live by whatever agreement we were making through Hale. They just wanted our resources. The way it goes, got played. Just a bunch of just morons, just having no kind of foresight. So I don't know. How did this go in the original timeline? I'll never stop wondering. If they never tell us how it originally would have gone, that would be the biggest unanswered question for me. Because it seems like all this happens because we go forward in time. And that is something I agree with Mac about, living your life with this stuff. It's self-fulfilling. I had a feeling that this was going to be an issue almost from the jump. And it seems like that is true. Everything that they're trying to prevent is what causes it all. Because they're doing too much. Everyone's doing a little bit too much. So this was I would say it's a good episode, but it's just this, it's kind of an epitomizing episode for me of what's so frustrating about this season. It's just oh my God, guys. Things suck, and it's all our fault, but we don't even we can't stop ourselves from doing the thing that we don't know what we're going to do that causes the next thing to happen. And just watching it happen it's frustrating. It just is. I want some things to finally start going our way, and it just seems like this season has just been oh, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. It's just a hard watch. It's not enjoyable to see us keep accruing losses and having to keep doing it and keep watching it happen. And apparently this apparently this whole centipede program bringing in Daisy's mom's bones, and apparently there's a big moral quandary here too. I'm like, oh God, really? Why? Because Phil's not like agreeable to it. We haven't even really talked to him a lot about it yet. I mean, I guess digging up bones and like repurposing someone's powers is kind of weird, but like, it seems like maybe something starts spreading, right? Like, didn't they say that so long ago? Like, is something bad going to happen from this experimentation? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just sick of all of these bad actors. This Confederacy, they fucking suck. Talbot, the way he is right now, he fucking sucks. And I'm sick of dealing with him. I'm sick of like, these power. I'm just sick of bad people in power. And it's just, I think, obviously it is a lot to do with like my real world feelings. So it doesn't feel good to also be witnessing it happening in my fiction, because it's just reminding me of just how terrible everything is. So I hope we have some big victory at the end here, but at the same time, I'm like, well, it's not going to, because even if we do stop this extinction level event, we're about to go up into the snap. So that's really disheartening as well. Is any of this, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has to be separated from the MCU at large. The MCU, unfortunately, does not kind of acknowledge their existence through their stuff. So it's not like, I mean, it might be like an outskirts type thing, like with Ant-Man, like how he was doing his whole quantum thing, so he missed the snap, but like it actually became pretty vital to him getting back and everything. Like, I'm sure S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to navigate it in a way that it wholly affects them, but like obviously it doesn't become part of like the MCU canon to none of this affects what happens there. So we'll see how they kind of navigate the story with the snap and everything. But just coming off of this stuff to immediately the snap, like, oh my God, that's so much. So even if we do defeat the Confederacy and Cassia's clan, like, we're still in a world of hurt. So it's a bummer. It's bombing me out. And I don't know. I'm just really excited to get to these last 2 episodes. I really want this to all tie up in a satisfying way. And I don't want to be frustrated anymore by it. So we'll see. But this is definitely like getting to like hopefully as bad as it's going to get. So then we can like rebound. What do you do about Talbot? Like, he is whatever, and Daisy's been captured by Cassia. Like, what do we do? I don't know. It's all coming to a head though. And I will be very excited to get to that finale and see what happens next. Because this season has tried me, I think it'll be better for me on a rewatch. But like, I don't know. This season is too, I don't know. I can't even like fully wrap my head around why I don't love this season. Because I think it's good. I just think I don't really like it. I think it was trying to do too much over too long of a span, and having it be dragged out like this has not been entertaining in the way that like season 4 was. Season 4 was my favorite. I love season 4. And this season started out really strong for me. But I just want it to be over. I want it to be concluded, because it's just not, I'm not jibing with it. But I don't know. It just sucks to see Talbot like this. It sucks to see the Confederacy like doing all this bullshit. It sucks for our team to be in a disarray, all facing terrible, horrible decisions and all feeling bad about themselves. It's just like nothing feels good. So we'll see what the last 2 episodes bring. But I think this was a good episode. But it's just so indicative of like how I feel about the season overall. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.